Wow, that loaded in super quick. Thank goodness. Yeah, so sorry about that. I was intentionally trying to do the GTN 750 tonight because we're flying into Las Vegas. I kind of wanted to do some SIDS and stars, see how the 750 is rocking with this bird. I accidentally loaded into the 530 version. I just switched out and we're back right on time. So good to have everybody here. Yes, yes, yes. Are you guys excited for another late night stream with V1? This is another edition of, instead of TBM and chill tonight, we are doing Learjet and chill. So a little bit more of a relaxed vibe, a little bit more of a calm down, not as much noise, a little bit less chaotic chat boxes and viewership, but I do appreciate each and every single one of you who've tuned in today. Thank you for the folks that have reached out about the SPAD Next. I'm currently working on a dedicated SPAD profile for this one, but right now I found some just basic bindings that I have in the sim that are working. I'm going to continue to do some more bindings, but I think I'm starting to figure this airplane out as far as getting it bound and everything. And as you know, you probably all saw the crash, well, pseudo crash on the last live stream. I'll tell you what, I have no negative gripes about the way the airplane flew that approach. I watched that replay when we were coming down fighting that wind. I was Dutch rolling like crazy. I mean, it was so freeing to fly an airplane that is really, it just really feels like it's a fluid, dynamic airplane. There's no rails. It just felt so good, even though it was an ugly approach. So I can't wait to give it another shot tonight. And we have updated. Never seen it in the sim. I just updated my Las Vegas Fly Tampa for the Sphere. So we're headed over to Las Vegas, the Lost Wages tonight. We are on IVAO. IVAO tonight. Just checking it out. We'll see what happens. I mean, who knows? We'll see. I just wanted to see what it's got to offer. So we are on the IVAO WebEye. You check us out, which should be 877 Sierra Delta. That's the tail number I'm going with because that is the last corporate jet I flew, was that tail number. So that's what I've got here today. I hope you guys are ready. Dutch roll, Dutch rudder. Yeah, what's up, AJ? Good to see you, man. All right, let's take a little, let me do this over here. Okay, good. So let me, let's do a little walk around, shall we? Oh man, it reset my camera speed when I reloaded the sim. I had it all set up to walking speed. Let me slow the speed down. Now what's going to be fun too is I don't even know what this airplane looks like night lighting wise, so we're going to find out together. Everything looks like it's in good working order. We need to pull those covers off right there. Oh, my door didn't open all the way up. Rip. We'll come back around here, checking out this new livery, the 721 Echo Charlie. I like this chrome blue. Take a look when we come to the other side here. Now I put a request in on the Flight Sim TO for an Amer flight. So I flew freight for an old freight dog operator, and they had Lear 23s. So it's similar, but not the same. But if you want to see that livery made, go to that Flight Sim TO page and hit that sponsor. See if we can get someone to pick up that Amerifly livery and throw it on the Lear 35. But man, doesn't that look awesome? I'm loving this airplane. Absolutely loving it. All right, let's go ahead and reset the camera, hop inside, and do some of our cover removal. We'll pull all those off. We'll do a GPU. Let's hook up the GPU tonight. I'm going to try if I can get this cabin door to open up properly here. IVAO is what Q8 uses? Really? I did not know that. I was not aware of that. Well, we're going to give it a shot. Why doesn't that top door open? You have to do... Sus. All right, I guess you just have to duck your head as you fly, or as you walk in tonight. Now, we do have some cabin lights on already. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, they're all on right now. Come on in, take your seats. The tables are out. Make sure the tray tables are stowed. So for our pre-flight checks here, we're on GPU. I'm going to go ahead and open up the windows here. 877 went over your house the other day. Rowdy, that's awesome, man. So there is that airplane, one of the airplanes that I flew, the one, the 877 Sierra Delta. It's been on two. That tail number's been on two different birds, I think, or two different paint jobs. I can't remember. I don't know what actually is flying now. The same operator that I flew that under is now flying Challengers, I think. I think they just got a Challenger or something. So they sold the airplane, but yeah, when I was there, that was a privately owned jet. It was awesome. You can open the door manually. Let's take a look here. Let's walk over here. Did we mess this up? What is this? I didn't even look back. Step light, cabin light, dim, baggage light. Oh wow, that's kind of neat. Now the door, where might that click spot be? So this is the open lever. Is there a hidden click spot here? You have to release the seal on the steps as part of the door. Release the seal on the steps. Not much of a blue paint guy, but it looks good. Yeah, I mean, it's just different, you know, different livery. Good evening, Trails. Okay, well, I can't figure out how to open this puppy up here. Never mind. All right. Go to the tablet and hit cabin door again. Doesn't need hydraulics, surely. Alright, guess it's just not going to open. That's fine. Pop that door up by clicking on the door panel. Under the latch. Under the latch. Clicking. No clicky. Must be bugged. Must be bugged. It was open fully on the last, before I reloaded the sim, so weird. No worries. Performance 49 Whiskey has been awesome. Been absolutely awesome with the bird. So real quick, I'm going to show y'all GPU. This is, someone was asking me this in the chat and we figured it out. So I'm going to turn off the GPU real quick. So this is the same thing on some of the old CJs I flew. Let's go ahead and turn battery 1, battery 2 on. Airplane's going to come to life. Let me make sure our nav light is on. And let's hide this yoke over here real quick. And do we have we don't have any like logo lights or anything, right? Okay, no. So this is how you make sure you're on GPU. Like, how do you know if you're on the GPU or not? So I want you to pay attention to the DC volts. Right now we're right off the battery, right? 24 volt system, so that's right about 24. Now watch what happens when I connect. See if I can get it in the screen here. If I connect GPU, you'll see that voltmeter jump. That's how you know you're on the GPU and you got a good GPU. There you go, volts and amps. So now 0 amps. And we are right up there, what's that, 29, 28 volts? So we are on GPU power right now, so we can kind of mess around. And we'll set up the 750. Fragtality's here. Good evening. Anyone else getting some good old FS 95, 98 vibes when seeing that bird? Yes, Fragtality. I think that's part of why I'm drawn to this airplane. If y'all remember, what was it, the LEAR 45? And remember, the FS 98 cover had the LEAR. I think it was a LEAR. At night over the runway, just absolutely awesome. I think that's part of the reason why I'm so drawn to this airplane. So we're on GPU power. What we can do is we'll turn on, well, our hydraulic pump was on by default. It should have been off, but that will allow us to set the parking brake. Our brakes are set. We'll turn the no smoking fasten seatbelt sign on. Let's turn on the avionics master here real quick. Let's power up our 750. And I want to see if I can load up this flight plan. I want to see if it'll save. So I'm going to come down to my 750 view here real quick. We'll hit the magic barrel ref key while we wait. And I'll actually get a better view here. So if you want to fly with a 750, this is working absolutely, knock on wood. It worked perfect in the test sector. So we'll go ahead and hit continue. And I'm going to load up a flight plan here. If I can pull it up.
TOS, system test okay.
I instantly purchased a bird after your first stream, Kanopki. Awesome, man. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I'm definitely getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. A lot more than I thought, especially because a lot of it's still work in progress. So being able to have this much fun with it while at work in progress, the flight model, feeling how this airplane flies and how it's tricky. It's not easy. It's not your 172. It's not your 737. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's fun. I don't know how else to explain it other than it's fun. So I don't think it will save, will it, if we leave the avionics on or shut the avionics off, right? We would leave avionics on for start. Oh, but you didn't have a GTN. All right, well, Matt, we're gonna pretend then, because I want to load the flight plan without running the engines right now, and then we'll just leave the GTN on. We'll pretend it was the UNS-1. All right, so we'll do a GPU generated assisted start on this one today too. Mike Jones, good to see you, man. All right, let me look at my flight plan. We're Santa Barbara, Mission 3 departure. I guess we need to see what the winds are doing here real quick. Let me pull a METAR from Santa Barbara. 10 miles clear, perfect. So there's really nothing to worry about there. So let's close you off. Let's see if I remember this. Load procedure, departures. We're going to be on the Mission 3, and let's take runway 1. Oh goodness, I filed runway 7. Heck, let's do runway 7. That's what I've got filed. We'll file runway 7, and we're going out to the Navy transition. All right, we'll go ahead and load that. After that, I'll scroll down here. After Navy, we're going to add a waypoint. It's direct to Misen for the reindeers. M-I-S-E-N. Enter that, and that's going to be Southwest U.S., not Japan. And then we're going to add waypoint. We'll put in the destination, Lost Wages. We'll enter that. Harry Reid, load procedure. It's going to be the arrival. They have us filed 26 left on the rounders. We're going to do the special corporate jet arrival. We want 19er right. on the rounders. So we'll load up the rounders, and we're going to do it off the Meisen transition, and we want runway 19er B, I guess. So it doesn't really match up too awesome with that, but that's fine. So we'll load that arrival. And now, if we look, we should have runway 7. Beautiful. We've got. Oh, I got a new version I need to update. Hopefully everything runs smoothly. So let's go back. We'll put up our map page here. You can see runway 7. I love this. So this is the. Gosh, this is not the PMS one. This is the GTN. Yeah, this is the GTN. This is the one that's pretty expensive. Well, not super expensive, but it is an actual Garmin trainer. So it is all functional, pretty much. It is an actual Garmin trainer, so it's kind of neat to have it mess around. Looks like it's going to be working okay in this airplane today, which I've been having some bugs in other aircraft like the TBM. I have to see if I can fix it, but I think that looks good. I'm actually just going to leave this zoomed in, kind of give us additional SA for our taxi out to runway 7. So that looks good. Let's go ahead and start closing up some doors. So we'll go ahead and we'll stow the tray tables in the back. We'll get those open once we get up in cruise. We'll go ahead and close the cabin door. Mickety Mike, good to see you, man. Is this the one that breaks the King Air? Steven, I haven't had issues with it in the King Air. I've only had issues with my GTN in the TBM, unfortunately. So, but I might have had some, I might have fixed it. I just haven't been back in the TBM to give it a shot yet. So, all right, our doors are closed. Let's go ahead and do our final checks here. As far as winds are concerned, they're calm. We know that. Let's load it up tonight. We're taking Julie. We're taking Mary. We're taking Rick, normal or back. I'm not sure. We'll take Mark. Mark's in chat, or Mark was in chat. And we'll take Will. Cindy's got the bottles going to Vegas with Alicia. I guess that we just kicked Mark off. Sorry, Mark. We're taking Alicia. And we're going to load up suitcases. Actually, they've probably got suitcases and duffel bags. Yeah, we're not taking. We're just suitcases and duffel bags. They're packing light. We'll go to the fuel. Now, I'm going to adjust our fuel here for this. So our range, we're going to lower this puppy down, and we're going to load like so. So you'd have full tip tanks, right? And then I'm going to lower the wing tanks down to 1094. Let me check real quick, double check the mileage on this. Actually, no, I don't have a SimBrief profile, so I don't want to use the SimBrief fuel number. Real quick, let me sky vector this total mileage here, see how far this is, and then we'll go from there. I know, Matt, you said you take full wing and tip tanks. I just want to see what kind of mileage we got, see what kind of fuel would be there. 251, so it is a short flight. I'll tell you what, let's leave it like this. Let's go ahead and go 40 fuel. So we've got 1,000. We got a range for 1,000 approximately on there. Wingtips first then. Okay, wingtips full. All right, wingtips full. There we go. Tip tanks. Perfect. I like that. We got full tip tanks. I guess it's fluctuating. And wing tanks, and we're empty on the fuselage or the trunk tank. I like that, how you call it, trunk tank. So that looks good. We should be good to go. Fuel max takeoff weight 180. Right now we're 152, so we're below max. So we should get some really good performance. And max landing will be below that by the time we get there because we'll be burning some gas. All right, so that all looks good. Checklist, pre-flight. I'm going to go to pre-start here after I run through kind of abbreviated flows that I'm kind of working through here. So everything is set up. Don't need nav1, VHF1. Don't need those. We're going to leave the master on for start. That is slave. We'll put marker beacon and radio altimeter on. Autopilot power is off. That is set for start. The hydraulic pumps are off. Seatbelt signers on. This is not modeled, so we're going to skip that. We're going to get that after start. And coming down here, our jet pumps are on. Double check our fuel. Let's make sure right wing, make sure everything loaded up properly. Yes, so that all looks good. Nothing in the fuselage tank. Standby pumps are off. And our trims, we'll get that after start. Excellent. All right, so let's go ahead and flip on the beacon light. Let's take a look at the beacon. Where is the beacon out here? Or did I flip on the recog? What did I just click on over there? Oh, that was a recog. Wrong. There you go. Beacon light. Oh, yeah, we got the beacon showing. Oh, it's even old school. It's the rotating beacon, right? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. That's an old school rotating beacon. I can appreciate that detail. I can really appreciate that. Our old 99s had that. That is pretty neat. I love that old rotating beacon in there. What's the top one? Kind of the same thing, yeah. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful flight, Chad. I'm excited. I am excited. All right, well, the parking brake is set. Everything is good. Clear on number 2. We'll go ahead and start number 2 first. So we're going to leave the avionics on. And we're waiting for 10% or any fan movement for fuel on number 2. Up, fan is moving. Fuel is coming on. Oh yeah, we need some juicy sounds. They're like non-existent outside. They're even better inside. These planes are a pain to fuel, prevent tipping. You had to fill both sides at the same time. Oh, I believe it, yeah. All right, and generator starter off. Matt, I think I might have missed it. Inverter should be on for start. Oh, because of oil pressure. You're right. I messed that up. Thank you. So Matt has a great point. Those inverters should be on before start because you need to verify the oil pressure gauge, and those are AC powered. So to get AC power, we got to convert the DC current to AC, i.e. inverter. So again, we're learning. We're making it through. Matt, I did want to ask you though, when does the starter come off? So when you go to start, we're looking for 10 or any rotation. When do you go starter off? And I saw on the manual it was on battery start, you go generator on at idle power. But when would you kill that starter? Let's go ahead and fire up number 1. Here we go. Eight, 9, 10. Fuel. There's the light off. ITT rise. The start light should go out and then you go to off. Oh, this start light down here. Ah, okay. Start light right down here. Let's see if it goes. Let's see if it extinguishes on its own. I might have been killing it way too early. There it is. Start light out, generator off, or starter off, generator on. All right, let's run through that. Go pitot heat. Excuse me. Avionics master is on. We have our volts and amps. We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and go back here and pull that GPU. Oh, that's already been pulled automatically. Cool. So we've got the GPU pulled. We've got pitot heats, slave. That's all good. That'll be for takeoff. Generators are on. Hydraulic pump. Off. I think it's on by default, right? And then we're supposed to turn it off. Landing lights, stall warning. We're going to get those up. Anti-skid is on. Cabin air. We're going to cruise over there tonight at flight level 3. We'll make it 35. We'll zip up as fast as we can at 35. So that's 36. 35 is right about there. 350. And we'll go fan on, auto, and the bleed valves are on. Cool. Electrical system on this puppy is super sensitive. You always leave the gens off until GPU is disconnected. Ooh. All right, there's another one. I'm learning. Right? I'm taking little mental notes. So gens off until GPU is disconnected. I guess, so it auto disconnected over here. But that'd be cool. It'd be cool if they can implement some type of damaging to the electrical system when you abuse it. They took off and the pumps were not fast enough to rebalance plane. They crashed 30 seconds with the captain cursing everyone. There was a crash in Brazil where the FO misfueled while the captain was on the phone. Oh no, dude. So they took off and the pumps were not fast enough to rebalance and they crashed. That's crazy, man. That is an awful one. That is absolutely awful. All right, we're in GPS CDI 075. Yeah, all right, everything looks good there. Cool. Yeah, we're in the 075 on the course. What is our actual course? Let me go back. All right, and I think our flaps are already extended to 8. So flaps 8. We're ready to roll. Brakes are released. We'll do our test out and we'll get the AFCS power here once we're short of the runway. Now there's nobody around, but I'm just kind of curious. Let's see if we can do it. What's our taxiway? Oh, we're gonna taxi via Charlie Foxtrot Alpha. Huh, that's cool. Santa Barbara traffic citation. Correction, Learjet 7 Sierra Delta, taxi runway 7. Charlie Foxtrot Alpha, crossing runway 7, Santa Barbara traffic. Alright, brakes are released. Let's get our taxi lights on. There's our N1 drums. Boom, boom. We're on our way to Las Vegas, folks. Oh, steer on. Steer on. I got it bound. Steering check, brakes check. Here we go. Man, when this gets a sound pack, or even if FTSim can just knock one out for in the interim, I'm gonna have a hard time putting this airplane down. So we're gonna go Charlie, Fox, cross 7, and then we're gonna taxi all the way down full length. Where's the champagne at? List them in. We're gonna pop the bottles once we get airborne. We'll get the tables out, and we'll start popping bottles, my friend. Or Stephen Adolph. This is Orbix, Zach. Yeah, Orbix. This is Orbix Santa Barbara. Oh, wow. Time to get wasted. Mike Jones. Oh, we'll clap the buckets. We're going to do it on the other side here. Clear left. Oh. All right, thrust reversers, arm, deploy, stow them, adding forward. Oh, we failed. There we go. There we go. Lights go out. That's cool. It tells you if you're going to fail the test or not. That's good. And let's power up the autopilot. And the yaw damper will stay off until after takeoff. Oh, we got to get our trims too. Let me drag a reverser. Slow us down here. Let me set our trims up. Got to be in the pie. Why is my trim not moving? We may have a problem. There we go. Well, that's like deployed. I want it like right there. Be like the Gulfstream guys, dragging a bucket. I don't know why I always thought that was so cool. You can power the yaw damps up and not engage them. Ooh, okay, good to know. We'll do that here too. We'll do some final checks short of the runway. All right. We can power them up, but we won't engage. Now let's fix our trim here. What's going on? There we go. I just didn't hold it long enough. So in the pie, I guess that's what, 4.5? Something in there? Right there. Boom. That is set. And I think we're good. Put that off the screen. Don't need no checklist. We got Matt here. Now, real quick, we should find this. Is there a floodlight? Let's see. I think there is a floodlight right now blinding us. Turn that floodlight off. Almost want to turn these lights. Well, they're all the way up. All right, we'll see how it looks once the sun starts setting. All right, here we go. Ignitions are on. Landing lights are out. The recog and strobes are out. Santa Barbara traffic is Lear 7 Sierra Delta departing runway 7, mission 2, Santa Barbara. Oh, we never uncaged, and we never did our emergency battery. I'm learning. I'm learning. All right, brakes released. Let's go to Vegas, chat. Let's go see that sphere. I've never seen it. .310 Flyer with you. Man, Learjets are so sick. I like this bird. Leaving Santa Barbara shortly in the Airfoil Labs King Air. Bryant Starks. Enjoy your flight, man. That is an airplane I really miss. Oh gosh, I see what we also miss, guys. We never set our cruise altitude. All right, 35 is set. I got it, Saxbacker. We're good. Thanks. All right, there's no sense in doing yogas from the outside view. I don't think. That's all she's got. We're going to set our power. Watch, make sure we're going to be not temp limited. Oh. I have them set up. Release the brakes. Let's go. Speedy. Airspeed's alive. 100 knots. Check. Lead one or rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. Landing lights extinguished there in the well as they were going up. That's cool. Let's fly the departure. And let's go engage. Oh, there we go. Engage yaw damper. Flaps up. Accelerating for 250. Let me zoom out my in there. And we're looking for 750 for the climb. Lower in the nose. Zippy, take it easy, man. Basically a fighter jet with a cabin. Yes, indeed. .832 max climb. Oh, all right. Going a little more. 832 max continuous. I like max continuous. Jeez, it's way up there. All right. But there's 250 knots. Let's go ahead and engage. That's on here. Speed, nav. All right. Oh, that's half bank. Nav, half bank off. All right, we're 250 knots. I know what I will do. I'm gonna turn that sound off. Just the trim clacker. I can live with the N1s. All right, we are en route, chat. Always good to match your fuel flows. Yeah, you mentioned that before. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna turn the sim down a little bit. let's go ahead and bring number 2 back. So we'll use the fuel flow as our matching guide. All right, there's 10,000 feet. Now, oh gosh, I have it bound, but I forget which button it was. Oh, that's the button there. So I gotta lower the nose with that button, that mash button, until we hit 275. So right now I've got that manual push button down. And then when I release it, it should hold our new speed in theory. In theory. All right, we're out of 10. Let's go ahead and get those other lights off. So let's come up here. We'll fasten seatbelt lights, landing and recog lights. Now I'm curious to see if this airplane will make the turn here with the 530. Recog, everything else can come off. Oh, yep, she's nabbing. She's legit nabbing. All right, 750 is working perfect. Yeah, flying with fly fishing. Yeah, we got the autopilot trim bound. We got everything bound except. Actually, I think we got everything bound. Yeah. There was whoever sent me the SPAD stuff. Thank you. I'm working on a separate SPAD profile as well. And the only thing I haven't been able to bind, I haven't really looked into it though, is if you look at the spoiler extension. So I'm able to bind the extension on my honeycomb, but I can't figure out how to reset it. I tried spoiler disarm, that didn't work. So I wonder if anybody has an idea for that in chat. I can arm them fine natively. Oh, we got to go ignitions off. Ignitions off, and let's check our pressurization. Cabin is climbing. Beautiful. Everything is looking good. We did go flaps up, right? Yeah, flaps are up. All right, we're getting ready to go back. We're feet wet here. Let's go ahead and get back over the coastline. I have to start streaming, so maybe in real life pilots will help me on new aircraft. There you go, Brand of Sim Pilot. If you have an Axis, I do have an Axis available. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because then I could just toggle it so it pops up. Okay, thank you, Fly Fishing with Bree. That'll do it. I will fix that after this stream. I want to play with the lights as it gets more dark, so I'm going to turn these all off. Let's turn them off. Let's just see what it looks like. They're all on. Looks like they're all on by default. How do I just click and hold it? Gosh, I forget what this is called. What is this called? Something tail? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Rat tail? No. There's a name for that light that you flex, that you can flex out. So we're going to let the cockpit get a little bit dark, and then we will turn on the lighting. Ed E, good to see you, man. It's this is $40 US, this aircraft. It is early access, but it's a lot of fun. Arm burner light. Right by default. Yeah, fractality, that's what I'm talking about. Rat tail. Rat tail? Yeah. No, not a rat. That's what I said. It's not a rat tail. What's it called? Someone knows what it's called. I'm sure I'm not the only one that had like that slang name for it. I'll think of it. There's 18,000 feet. We'll hit Magic Barrel Ref 29092 is set. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go instrument lights. Let's turn these puppies on. Let's go full bright with instrument lights only. Let's see what it looks like. Man, I wish I could bind those to like actual axes. All right, so yeah, it's definitely the glass, man. If they can fix the glass, clear that glass up, that'd be sweet. We need a little bit more juice here. We're falling behind. We can go 832 max continuous. So a little bit more juice here in the climb. Keep those fuel flows. I love how you have the split throttle. That's actually pretty fun. Yeah. No, Aviation Blaze. I was a Citation guy. I never flew the LEAR. Never flew the LEAR Aviation Blaze. But what I was saying is, for some reason, when I flew the Citation, anyone you talk to, like, that wasn't really in aviation, I'd be like, yeah, I fly corporate jet, I fly a Citation. Like, oh, a Learjet, cool. Like, that was the only jet anybody knew, you know? But yeah, no, I never flew the Lear. But the amount of times, if I had $1 for every time someone said, "Oh, you fly a Learjet," I'd probably have, you know, $20 or $30 by now. Reflections from behind. Yeah, they look like X-Plane. They actually do look like X-Plane, Listerman. They really do. You typically climb and descend by pushing trim barrel up and down on the yoke to adjust with autopilot on. Aha. Now that, I think, is the one I couldn't bind. I think that's the one I could not figure out how to bind. Is this a bindable? I know I can click it. So yeah, this is the barrel, right? You push this down and then it will lower the pitch, and now we're in pitch hold. Okay, well, because for the sake of this stream, I'm just going to stay with speed right now. But fly fishing guide, fly fishing. Where'd you go? Fly fisherman. Did you bind this? That barrel? I'll sink my heading bow while I'm at it here. I was just so excited to get the nose wheel steering and the flap, or the nose wheel steering and a couple other things bound. I forgot all about the most important one there. Bind is autopilot pitch reference. Oh, okay, awesome. Autopilot pitch reference down or forward and up, I guess. I will bind that too. Oh, you just, okay, cool. Good deal. I guess we should be on, we were making radio calls on not 122.8. So let's do a 122.80, transfer that to the top. And yep, that transferred on my IVAO too. Cool. I mean, I like how it almost feels like this cockpit feels roomy the way they've modeled it, but I've seen them up front. They are tight. Wow, man. This is just ripping on our way to Las Vegas. Where's backcountry cocaine runs in Colombia with the Lear? Fireflyer, once we get the Ameriflight livery, I put a request on the Flight Sim TO, so go there and hit the little sponsor button. Get as many people to like it. So they had Lear 23s, I believe. Lear 23s. But the paint job is, I mean, it would be pretty sweet just to see it. It's pretty much all white with two little stripes and a logo. It'd be kind of cool. Then we'll head down south. Yeah, it's definitely not roomy. But I don't know, like when you sit here, like in the sim, it feels like, oh, this is a nice cockpit. But I remember peeking up in the Lear cockpit a couple times, and I was just like, dang. And what got me was how you cannot be a tall person in the Lear. Like, you need to be ideally 6 feet or less, like less than 6 feet. I'm 6'1", so it was tight. We'll keep running that turbine up a little bit. How is our, what are we burning fuel wise right now? Oh geez, so that's 1.5 aside, 1200 aside. Okay. You can adjust the pedals. If you can't adjust the pedals, it's rough for tall guys. This is a 5.8 or shorter plane. There you go, Bomb Tech. 5.8 or shorter. Got out the right side of the aircraft today. You know how you tell an FO from a captain when they deplane? One leans left and the other leans right. I flew with a guy who was 6'3" on this. Oh my goodness.
Los Angeles traffic barrier 0, correction 6170 300 in Los Angeles, gate 130, starting and pushing, taking to start.
I think that was our first ever IVAO radio call. I don't know where that was. Let's check out the old IVAO web eye. See, what we got. Where are we? Do we have us on there? We should be on there. Yep, there we are. There's a Delta 319 headed to Las Vegas tonight. Maybe we'll see them. Maybe we'll beat them. Just reading up on IVAO. Got to say, I like what I see so far. Hey, Al W. I'm gonna. You know what? I've never. For me, it was. Oh, we never armed the altitude, Chad. We never armed the altitude. Okay, there we go. 330 is armed. And don't worry, we'll do a full-blown cabin tour. We'll get the champagne out once we reach cruise. But this is airplane you got to monitor. I don't know Lost in Space. I had no idea. I mean, I guess I had an idea there were alternatives to VATSIM, but for me, it's always just been VATSIM or bust, right? I mean, I've been on VATSIM since, I don't know, as long as I can remember, really. So that's really been my only online network, but I'm kind of curious to see what else is out there, so that's kind of what we're sporting tonight. It was really easy to set up, I will tell you that. It was very, very easy. There's our altitude alert, 1,000 to go. IVAO is more Eurocentric. You know, there were quite a few controllers in Europe on Cosme, but what I also noticed is there was a lot of South America stuff online too. I mean, I think VATSIM, you definitely have more U.S. controllers. I mean, I've only been looking at it for one day, but the one time I looked on tonight, I was going to do a Mexico flight, but then the controllers logged off about 30 minutes before the stream. There was a center controller on for Mexico, and then there was a tower controller in Mexico City. So I was going to do a flight into Mexico City on the LEAR, but it's probably best we didn't do that because I still have a lot to learn. But let's see. You can bind Toga switches, do all the stuff. Check out the binding support channel and fly fishing with Bree. Awesome. I did join the Discord just before the stream started, so like I've said, I'm very new to this airplane, but I am ready to go all in and get all the information I can because I'm in love with this bird. But yeah, I joined the Discord shortly before the stream started. All right, we're leveling off, and we don't need to go too fast because I kind of want to enjoy this one-legger. Nice, easy flight to Vegas. All right, we are out. Cap. And I'm going to start bringing it back. Ooh, we're going to overspeed. See how fast things happen? Oh boy, we're getting close. Come on, baby. Come back. We'll do, there's 35. Let's see what else we got. Electric panel lights. Okay, so this is the breakers I can see. I'm going to kind of see the breaker backlighting. That's cool. Let's turn these all the way up. Man, if it doesn't get dark enough, we might have to do a short hop to Scottsdale. HSI dimmer. Not quite sure what that is for. Alright, now our power's coming off. Let's go ahead. Let's set, I don't know what a good power setting is here for cruise. I'm going to go ahead and just go, let's set 85. Let's go 87. Well, actually, fan sync isn't modeled, or I couldn't click it, so we'll do a turbine sync at 86. That's what we'll aim for. We'll see what kind of speed that gives us. That's close enough. We'll go turb sync. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in cruise. Oh yeah, flying away from the sun. Oh, it dims the DME digits on your HSI. So there will. The more you know. Thank you, Matt. So dims the digits. Ah, because the digits will be too bright. It'll kind of wash. I see what you're saying. All right. There we go. See, they're getting less bright this way. Aha! On the mileage. All right. Very cool. Very cool. I'm going to leave the flood off completely. We don't need any floodlights. Floodlights are kind of lame, right? Unless the floodlight in the LEAR is... Well, I think it's got to be darker. We'll keep the floodlight all the way off for now. Oh, then as it gets darker, we'll see. Now, what's going to be spicy is, as far as the approach is concerned... There's obviously no VNAV on this airplane, so luckily there's no ATC online, because you got to dive and drive it. You got to dive and drive your descents. You should go into Scottsdale. That's my, oh, that's your home airport, Rowdy? So I used to be based out of there, man. That's where I flew the citations out of. If you come in from Vegas, you go right over my house. Rowdy DeVito, yeah, man. I did many Vegas Scottsdale flights. All right. Everyone seems to be chilling. Let's, actually, before we go back there, let's set the appropriate lighting. We'll turn all those lights off. All right. Let's go have ourselves a look, see what's going on back here. We need to pop, oh, here we go. We'll pop the table out. We're getting the tables out because the in-flight service will be coming shortly. Excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. Oh, she's got her bottle. What's that? Oh, that's a bottle of Coke. It should be like a bottle of champagne or something. Excuse me, excuse me. Let's open these up for you. You need to open that window because you're just staring out of the airplane there. What is that? Is that the no smoking? Oh, that's cool, no smoking. A couple of little mic jacks or something. So you hear what's going on? All right, our cabin is set. They've got their tables out. Now, is there a honey pot on this thing? I don't even think there is there? Is that in the back somewhere? Or is there just absolutely no lav situation? I don't know on a 35. I can't imagine there is. I don't see where there's room for it. But I hope you all used the bathroom before we left. All right, let's go ahead and get this out of here. I don't like the look of it when it's up. What's the point of flying private if you can't smoke? Mike Jones, hey, the no smoking sign is off, my friend. They are all off. Smoke them if you got them. They seem uncomfortable with each other. Yeah, they don't seem very social. What's our speed? All right, our speed is holding good. We're looking good. I want to enjoy the sunset, little Microsoft sunset in the background here. Henry, depends on the model. Citations can get pretty small too. One of the big claims, I say claims to fame, was like the citation was supposed to give you a little bit more room vertically. The LEAR is very narrow, like the vertical clearance is very small. So I think that was some of the citation pluses, or sort of like that was one of the benefits of, depending on which model citation. But you get into the CJs, they're small too. You have to wear a diaper on Learjet flights. Oh man, a Falcon or a Gulfstream? Yeah, Ty. So the gentleman that I flew our main citation with, like an actual job that I was hired by, not contract stuff, he is still flying for, well, he's flying for a different company now, but he wanted me to go with him. They're flying what's the Falcon? It's not the 3-holer, but it's the big it's the big 2-engine Falcon. The 7X has got 3. I'm drawing a blank. It's a big Falcon, but it's only a twin jet, not 3 engines. I wonder how this plane behaves in a stall. Jeremy, I haven't stalled it yet. We might have to do some flight testing. But I'll tell you what, the handling characteristics, although I've never flown a Lear 35, are very, they seem believable to me. I mean, you saw me on that last approach. We were Dutch rolling all over the place. We had a 25 knot direct crosswind, and it was a little bit past direct. It was on the quartering, a little bit of a quartering. Falcon 2000, that's what it is. I think it's a 2000. I believe it's a Falcon 2000. He actually just finished his training, and they got a sweet new paint job too. Let me see if it's a 2000. It might be a 2000. I think it is. Let me see real quick. No, the 10X is not in service yet. It's not a 10X. I'm kind of excited to see Las Vegas. I've never seen it. I want to look at the sunset, but I also like looking out the windows.
Vertical track.
Uh-oh. No, it's not a, it's a, hold on, let me get it. It's a sweet bird. I don't want to go, let me see the book. It is a 2000 EX. It's a Falcon 2000 EX is what it is. It's, I mean, we're still good buddies, and he's showing me all the fancy stuff they have up front. I mean, it is one of the, it is absolutely awesome. All right, let's start stepping down. Vertical track. Now, this is where I need to get used to my... Can I bring up the vertical track? I thought there was a way to bring up the vertical track. Flight plan. Why isn't it 24? Utilities VNav. Thank you. Why is that 240? Let's go speed hold for alt. We got to do this. Hold on. Wait, is it waiting to descend? Hold on. Vertical speed retard, vertical deviation. Why won't it let us come down? That's weird. Why won't it let us off of altitude hold? Could be a problem. You're in no, yeah, my TDS altitude hold being stuck is a known bug. Altitude hold is being stuck as a known bug. Well, our vertical speed target is going down. Are we? We're still. No, we need to go. We need to. Oh, there we go. Now can I go? Oh, shoot. We'll just use this thing. Okay. Well, we're gonna miss Misen at 24. So I guess it's a known bug currently. All right, well, let's bring the power out. Back to the 530 it is. I did click outsell. Now let's see if I can do it. Yeah, now I can arm it. So all I need to do is bind that, and then we should be good to go, though. If I can bind that, I'll be able to fly it like you're supposed to. All right, let's go ahead and run these instrument lights back a little bit. It's a little bit too bright. There we go. That's getting better. Dim them down a little bit. Okay. Okay, night lighting. I see you. We're not going to hit Misen at 24, though, so let's do another 2,000 feet a minute. All right. We're learning. Try flight level change through the autopilot, through menu under utilities. I'm all right. Well, I'll mess with it later. Here's the thing, BKG Blueface. All I got to do is bind the barrel, And if the barrel is going to work, then that's all I'll target, because I can still do, I can still come in here and go, gosh, the only problem is you have to keep bringing up the yoke. That's why you need to have it bound. I'll just come back in here and go, nope, go back. I thought I could show it the target vertical speed on here. I know there's a way. Anyway, let's go back here. Let's go utilities, VNav. So yeah, we're not going to beat that first one. The next waypoint will be popping up here in just a minute. We also need to reset our pressurization. Sorry about your ears. What's Vegas? I think it's like 15. What about there? One thing that bugs me is the model is the Lear 45 videos on YouTube show N1 gauge with the inner low RPM spinner. Like, what's the Leonardo? Wait, one thing that bugs me is that the Lear 45 videos, and this is a Lear 35 though, show an N1 gauge with the inner low RPM spinner. Oh, that is a screenshot though. Are you kidding me? Is that the same on the 35 though? Remember, this is a 35, not a 45. Could go to 11 and cycle autopilot masters, and then set it the way you need. I think that'll kill the outhold being stuck. I'll look into it, Cosme. Once we get visual, I'm gonna just fly a visual approach down the strip. But I appreciate the feedback. I will look into that if it bugs out in the future. Map menu, change user fields. We go back, map menu, change user fields. Function page. VNav. Oh, so there you just, okay. Back. And now I can click here and it brings me up. WADEV is 190. We'll be alright. I can see Vegas up there. WADEV's at 190. And we are going to pass that here momentarily, right? Vertical speed required is 1420. We're doing 2000, so we'll be alright. Whatever. I'm going to go here, menu, user fields. Change this to do what? Data vertical speed. That would actually be a better help. Let's go down, down. It's alphabetical, imagine that. Vertical speed required. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Big help. So 190. Let's set 190 because we might actually beat that. 190 is set. We're out of 26. We need 1,300 feet per minute. We're doing almost 2,000. We'll come up just a little bit, about 1,500 feet per minute. Now things are looking good. I know I've got the speed back a little bit, but you can imagine this airplane is it is a workload. On the real 750, I think you click the widgets in the corner and change them. Yep, I got it. Thank you, J-Drag. Thanks for the help, guys. Yeah, that's a sweet function to have in the vertical speed. So now all you got to do is check that. Be like, yeah, we need 1360 to make it. We're doing 1500, so we should be just fine. Then I should pull up my charts for the next waypoint, but I guess it'll automatically cycle, so we're good to go. No wing lights. We can turn on ice lights, though. Speaking of in our descent here, let's make sure everything is the way it is. Cell heat, we don't need that. Ignitions, we don't need that yet. Landing lights, we don't need those yet. I know there's an ice light. Recog? I know there's an ice light. Windshield radome, heat, NAC heat, pitot heat. No wing lights? I really thought there was an ice. Okay, maybe there's not an ice light. I thought I saw it modeled. There's got to be a wing light so you can see the icing. Ice light is on the FO's lighting panel because it is on his side. Strobe, beacon. Aha, wing inspection light. Boom. Remember we talked about the, you know, although it's not very, but you can see, look, you're inspecting that little patch, right? Remember we talked about that on the first stream? Really cool. Las Vegas traffic, Lear 7 Sierra Delta. We're on the Rounders 2 arrival into Las Vegas. We're setting up for visual 1 on a ride Vegas traffic. Out of flight level 220. These Learjets with the bullet tanks are interesting when topping them off. You can do both. Yeah, Gary, so somebody mentioned that. Because if you don't, then they'll tip over on each other. That is pretty crazy. All right, we're keeping a track of our VNAV. We're looking good, 22. We are looking good, Chad. I can see Vegas on the horizon. I'm going to dial these panel lights back a little bit. Now that it's dark, let's just see what the floodlight looks like. Okay, not bad. One thing I noticed, and I'm sure it's probably worse on YouTube, but like when I zoom in, textures are pretty crisp. As I get away, they get a little bit fuzzy. I don't know if that's part of my frame generation in TAA, but just a small little nitpick. I don't think I've actually flown any round gauges though since we've been using the frame gen, so that could very well be a frame gen issue, not necessarily a Learjet texturing thing. Look at the lights on the tip tanks, guys. This might be my favorite. This might be my favorite airplane of 2024. Shack oatmeal. Shack oatmeal. Dude, you had me for a second, and then it clicked. CNN News Channel 9 reporting live from a raging crash in SMO. Shack, look, man, it was not an official crash. We were missing a binding, all right? It was not an official crash. I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Good to see you, Shack. Hope you're having a wonderful night, my man. Don't leave the crossfeed valve open on the 35s. There will be consequences on the ground. Well, we don't want to do that. Where's the crossfeed valve? Right here, right? It's off. So, yeah, crossfeed is off. We don't want to do any of that. So, I can imagine, like, maybe when you're fueling, if it's open or something when you're fueling. All right, we're leveling at totes. And we need to be between 19 and 13 for rounders. So instead of being on the high side, chat, let's keep going. Let's keep going down to 13 because I'm new and I want to keep coming down. So you could theoretically go right through the middle between 13 and 19, but I'm new to the bird. Let's get down to the bottom altitude. That way we can be slightly ahead on the profile. Yeah, if those stay open and you leave the plane, the fuel will travel from one side to the other. Goodness. See, little things like that I love about this Lear, learning that stuff. Look at the rotating beacon. The detail of the rotate. That's so cool. Tell it to the reporter. Check your train level of detail and crank it up. That affects draw distance besides the amount of stuff. Al, my terrain detail right now is at 250. Let me double check. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Oh, we're down a layer. It's actually at 200. I might have juiced it up. I'm probably going to have to increase it for this airplane. But we're still a ways out. I mean, but you can see the city. It's on the horizon. We're still a little far out to see buildings, but... Oh, are you talking about for the gauges? No. That affects draw distance between the amount of stuff displayed. Al, yeah, for outside though, not for the cockpit. I think this would be textures. I've got my textures at ultra. So check the FO side. FO side is really bright. I could turn his down. What am I looking more right for? Oh, what's out here? A road coming in? Oh yeah, no, I know where these lights are, and that's our wing inspection light. Or are you just behind on the chat? You might just be behind on the chat. Yeah, look at that though. I love Microsoft because depending on the humidity and everything, you'll see the lights. Like right now, it's set up just right where you can see those lights pretty good. All right, 16,000 feet. Will she arm and will she capture though? She will not capture. We'll altitude hold. Why are we climbing up? Why? Hold up. Autopilot's off for a second. So I think that was a bug. I think that's definitely a bug because we've had the trim that nose down. That might be that 750 bug. Being stuck at, yeah, I put 13. Oh my gosh, I did put 13K. It was doing everything right. See? Engage, altitude armed. I freaked out for no reason. I put 13K. $12.5 at Buffy. We'll keep. I was just doing such a good job at staying on a constant descent. I forgot. I screwed that up. That was on me. No bug, no issue. Pilot air. Moving on. Let's go ahead and hit our little get a little bit more juice on the pitch. There we go. Pilot air. We're recovering. We're at 250 knots and accelerating. We're looking good. Oh, that's awesome. Look at the top of the T-tail. I'm back with a bowl of homemade chicken noodle soup. What I missed? Steven Hayner? Well, I just, spilled everybody's champagne in the back. But other than that, we're good. I'm island hopping in the Vision Jet in Hawaii. Nice. Speaking of fueling, as a line guy, the trunk tank on the beach jet, I've taken a jet bath. Oh, jeez. I've often taken a jet bath while fueling. Always cringed when they came in. Worse than the Honda jet. Oh, wow, man. Yeah, Key 6, that was definitely a, 250-hour move. No doubt. Let me just make sure that that's not... I might actually have it bound. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we just loaded in Flight Tampa Vegas. Everything's fine? Everything's fine. I might actually have it bound. I'm just realizing it. Yeah, see, I'm pressing it on my I'm pressing down. Okay, yeah, so I think I do have it bound. We need 2,900 feet a minute. We need more power. We need more descent. Here she comes. I gotta stop leaving my mouse wheel depressed for the views. Imagine doing this arrival and having to be on speed and talking to ATC. Like, this is why this airplane is a two-person airplane. Now, I'm hoping that my scenery will work because I updated it, but I didn't even load in to check. So that is an issue. That might be an issue. Because I don't see the strip. Do not see the strip yet, so I hope we don't have a bug with our Flight Tampa update. I dropped you a line on Discord if you ever want me to go over some flows wherever jet habitat. Hey Matt, I sincerely appreciate the help. Thank you for being here in the chat. I'll pick up that message, man. I will be in touch with you, no doubt. Really appreciate you, man. I know it can be frustrating too. Like you're seeing someone like, oh look there, just hit that button. It's hard to get it out in text while it's a little bit of a delay. So I appreciate all the help in getting us over to Vegas here safely. There we go. There's our sphere. That's what everybody's freaking out about. The sphere has been spotted, chat. I heard the altitude alert. For cinematic purposes, we're going to just forget about the arrival, and we're going to send and maintain 5,000. Alright, 5,000 is set. Since I have the binding, I don't need the yoke anymore. We'll get rid of the yoke. We'll get the rest of our lights on. Hydraulic pump, though, Matt, is there any time you need to turn on that hydraulic pump? Other than to pressurize the hydraulics for brakes? Is there any other time I should be using that hydraulic pump? Second leg after this, only 8:15. Yeah, go to Scottsdale. Well, I don't know. We only have 100 likes, so I don't think y'all like it very much. Citation 7 Sierra Delta. Fly heading 030.
Vertical track.
Fly heading for 030. Citation 7 Sierra Delta. We're going to go ahead and break off this approach. We're going to fly 030 for cinematic purposes. Cleared for visual 19 right, call the sphere. Hey, I forgot. Las Vegas traffic, citation 7 Sierra Delta at 10,000 feet, set up right downwind down the strip for runway 19 right, Vegas. A little more down force here. Now I'm going to set 190 as a reference on my CDI. We're not going to use this anymore. You could put in the vectors to final, which if I'm quick enough, I'll do it, but I kind of want to look at the strip. I've got time to set up the CDI here. Oh, yes. You always say, did I say citation again? That's what happens when you've been saying citation 7 Sierra Delta for years. It's hard to switch it to Learjet. You tell Ms. V1 you need a do-over on the Lear? Yeah, pretty much. Oh man, that is cool. So I actually have a video doing a steep approach to 19 right in Vegas. If you ever watched my corporate pilot series, the trailer video I made would do a steep descent. The controller's like, can y'all make it 19? I think it was 19 right. 19 right, 19 left. I'm like, yeah, we can make it. This is what the packs are seeing. Right here. Oh my goodness, screenshot time. Wait for the sphere to come into view. This is so much juice. I'm screenshotting right now. Where's the sphere at? Should be coming up. Oh, I like that beam of light though. There's the sphere. And screenshot. Wow. Goodness. And with frame generation, our frames are just ripping right now. I'm scared to check what my temps are. It's getting nice and warm in my room, but other than that, I swear this is real life. I do too, man. This is too cool. Let me get flight recorder up. And then we're gonna give it a full send on the 19 right visual. I'm going to start the recording now, just so it's nice and early. Vegas traffic, Lear, 7 Sierra Delta, right base for 19 right, Vegas. All right, autopilot's coming off. Generator trim, or generator ignitions. I'm going to turn you off, I'm going to turn you off. Below 200, we go flaps 8. Bring all the things on. Let's bring all the things on. I swear I'm flying this in real life right now. This brings back serious memories. Here now. A little bit of an overshoot, but I'm flying it from the window view, so give me a break. Until you... Nothing like rolling into Vegas at night at 35 until you realize you're parking at Signature. Oh, that's funny. I was Atlantic almost every time we were Atlantic. They used to have the, what was it, like the jelly bean thing? Count how many jelly beans in the thing? Let's see if we can... I'm going to come to the right here, and I want a nice approach parallel to the strip. So let me work it in here. Vegas traffic clear, 70 Delta on final 19 arrive Vegas. A little bit low correcting. This is going to be a juicy window view for the replay. Alright, I hope we got everything we need. Wish I could turn that flight director off. Oh, I'm supposed to turn that yaw damper off, aren't I? Oh, but they're powered, but they're disengaged. So we're good. A little bit low correcting. That's right, we don't want a long taxi back anyway. That's right, we don't have to follow 2 whites, 2 reds. We're Part 91. Part 91 Cowboys.
$500.
There's a slippery little jet, man. We never armed the thrust reversers. We never disarmed them. Oh boy. Too late now. Let's just land. We'll figure it out. We got a nice long runway. Oh, that was firm. Spoilers. There's our buckets. Wheel steer. Oh yeah, look at that. I forgot I have it bound. So much better with nose wheel steer. I feel like this is flying a freaking fighter jet, man. Alright, let's click nose wheel steering on. I couldn't, so I don't know if it's my bindings. I'm having an issue, like I have to toggle that binding for the reversers to deploy. We were probably way too hot, but I don't care. That was so much fun. I mean, it's one of those airplanes where like I'm kind of holding my breath as we're in the flare and rolling out. Like, okay, keep it on, keep it on. It's rare that I fly airplanes in the sim that give me that vibe. So it's just, I applaud these guys. Fly Simulator, just crushing it. We'll actually taxi this one in, so we'll go ahead and turn on the flood. That's HSI demo. Let's get a little flood line action, and we'll go full screen cam. We got a nice wide taxiway, so don't worry about that. We'll stow view, spoiler reset. I gotta put that on an axis. All right, spoiler reset. Get the ignitions off. We're going to leave all the lights on for the replay mode, and I'm basically going to leave everything else set for the replay mode. Cabin's coming down, that's good. We'll just taxi on in. Yeah, you feel the speed, Bosco. I mean, look how low this thing is sitting. I mean, that is a new... I'm going to smash my next Airbus landing. I'm going to have to fly the A320 for like 3 days in a row before I go back to work. Look at that. So cool. Alright, next After Dark or Lear and Chill stream will be departing Phoenix, or departing Vegas rather, at night. Feels like I'm in my F-150. Oh, we're still recording the replay. We don't want to do that. This replay ought to be awesome. And the brakes are just not very good in the Lear. Didn't help that we added a bunch of forward thrust right after touchdown. Janet Flight Ops by Mandalay Bay, Conspiracy Theory. I wonder why... Oh boy. Slow back down there, cowboy. The real thing has great brakes. Anything to increase the breakage. Or maybe I just need to be not 30 knots fast. Lear 1 simulations. Steven, you gotta take it for a spin, man. Oh, look at the eye. It's winking at us. Yep. See, Steven, you gotta take it out. That's trippy looking. That is trippy looking. Fries, I'm not sure. I've never heard that. Yeah, don't mind the long taxi, folks. Just more time for you to sip on your champagne. Can this E-tops? No, I don't believe so. Do not believe so. I don't know what, I mean... I'd be curious to do a max range on this puppy. I imagine if you get it up into the 40s and have a conservative power setting, you might be able to stretch the legs on it. Yeah, Jeremy, I think it's creepy. The eye demands it. It sure did, Steven. It's like the opposite on the 7.4. Seems like we're taxiing at Mach 7, but it's 16 knots. Yes. Alright, we're rolling up on Atlantic now. Atlantic Ops, 7-0 Delta. 7-0 Delta, go ahead for Atlantic. Yeah, we're coming into ramp now. We need 2 vans, and we got about 4 passengers that are going to need some special assistance. 7-0 Delta, roger. 7-0 Delta Atlantic. Go ahead. Are you going to be getting any fuel tonight? No, we're not going to fuel it up tonight. We're gonna be here for a while. Copy that. Thank you. All right, let's find a place to park. Who's that over there? Let's go park next to that thing. Ooh, XLS. I could park next to an XLS. Or should we take VIP parking? Oh, let's go over here. Let's go here where there's some light. Don't forget to give them my Atlantic Rewards number. I'm leaving all the lights on so we don't have to re-click them for the replay because, I mean... Of course, my wife joins the chat right when I start doing my lady voice. And we'll leave the flaps down. Actually, we got to figure it out at some point. I'm going to see what happens if I retract the flaps on the ground and we go right into replay mode. We got to test it out. Burp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lost Wages. This was a fun flight. This was fun. You sound like every Atlantic Ops lady. Well, Laura, I'm going to need you to record some Atlantic voices for me. All right, let's go ahead and disconnect from IVAO. I call our first flight on IVAO a success. Well, that was kind of loud. No crashing, no mic blasting. Good deal. We'll close that. John, appreciate you. So for pure testing purposes, we have to try this out. I normally would set the flaps here and then go into replay, but let's just see what happens when I go into replay. But before I do it, I'm going to save it because I want to see this. Las Vegas, LEAR 35, just in case we have some massive failure. We have the replay saved. All right, let's see what it looks like. All right, so I guess I gotta move the flaps in. Cool, I can do that. I ain't got a problem with that. I feel like we need a further aft window. That's the aft. That's as far back as you can get. Okay, so the flaps are coming in on their own. All right, cool. Got to figure out, each airplane has a little bit different personality when it comes to the replay tool. Miss V1's gonna make you stay at the office tonight after hearing that voice. I thought it was pretty good. I'll tell you what, I will get some I'll get some recordings from my wife. She can be Atlantic Ops. Who needs VATSIM controls when we can have Atlantic Ops? So you know what's cool is I think anybody can be a controller, right? If you sign up for it. So like I could be a tower controller on IVAO. How fun would that be? Thank you, 310 Flyer. Alright, this is going to be an absolutely juicy replay from full length, but I'm going to let you guys enjoy that. Let's take a look at the here we go. Let's take a look at this part here. Oh, I got a spinny wheel there. Is it going to go away? Alright, we're alright. Spinny wheel went away. I've got a picture of flying a Citation, like right here. I've got this view. I think I still have it. I'll have to find it. Now, we didn't have cool wing tanks, it's just a straight wing Citation, but I'm going to have to find that picture and compare it, try to recreate it. That is just too awesome. Too awesome. Good old Las Vegas. On IVAO, you can be delivery or ground, and then when done, 25 hours or more, you can be tower approach or center and have to do an exam. Okay. So you can be delivery or ground, and then when you do 25 hours of that, hey, I'll do that. I'll do ground control. I'll do a ground control for an IVAO Conga line. Now, one thing I wonder, should we run another experiment? I almost want to turn frame gen off for replay. But I don't know how that will affect things. I feel like that could be dangerous. Alright, let's watch this one together, and then I'm going to give you one long one. I mean, she's slippery. Bosco. I would be I would be a good tower controller. I'll start off on ground, though. Need more flare, Ooh. There goes the spoilers, and then here we go. I just got to get my reverse. The buckets didn't deploy right away. And then I think they eventually deployed. But yeah, you get that artifacting on when I go a certain angle. There we go. There's my reversers. That was so much fun. Okay, guys. One full replay for you from the downwind. I'm going to get out of here. We'll give you the full-length replay. I won't be talking in the background. Enjoy your night arrival into Las Vegas 19er right. Thank you for all the help tonight, guys, with the 750. Matt getting the tips in here for the 35. Everyone else, appreciate you. I'm learning it with you. I'm learning this airplane with you, and I think it's going to become a staple on this channel. I'm having that much fun with it. So until the next one, y'all stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy the rest of your evening. I might be back tomorrow. I don't know. I just can't stop flying this airplane, it seems. Until the next one, whenever it may be, y'all stay safe, stay healthy, have a wonderful night. I'm out of here. See you.